20 tips to be more assertive. Knowing what your values are and establishing clear limits is fundamental to an authentic and assertive life. Values are the ideas and beliefs that define what is most important to you, such as justice, freedom, creativity, or family. Boundaries, on the other hand, are the rules you create to protect those priorities and your well-being. For example, Beyoncé prioritizes her family and mental health, adjusting her schedule to ensure she has quality time with her children. She showed how important it is to set limits, refusing tours or projects that interfere with your core values. In the film Frozen 2, Elsa listens to her intuition and decides to follow a different path, despite the expectations of her family and friends. This decision reflects your values of self-discovery and growth, as well as your limits to stay true to yourself. Practice. List 3 core values that guide your decisions. Then think about situations where you needed to say no or set limits to honor those values. Reinforce your ability to do this in future moments, even if it is challenging. Being clear about your goals is essential for making decisions and acting with purpose. An inspiring example is that of Simone Biles. As one of the greatest gymnasts in history, she set clear goals for her career from a young age and consistently worked towards achieving them. In challenging moments, like when she decided to prioritize her mental health at the 2021 Olympics, she demonstrated that clarity about her goals also includes knowing when it's time to step back. In the film The Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort illustrates the impact of clear goals and also the risks of poorly defined values. His quest for wealth is determined but disconnected from ethical principles, resulting in his downfall. Practice. Ask yourself, what is my main goal right now? Write down one practical step you can take today to get closer to that goal. Revisit your list regularly to adjust your actions. Empathy is the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and is fundamental to building solid and assertive relationships. Think of Keanu Reeves, known for his humility and empathy. He frequently shares stories of overcoming challenges and treats each fan or coworker with respect and attention. In the film Extraordinary, Augie Pullman faces prejudice for his appearance, but his classmates learn to practice empathy by understanding his struggles and seeing beyond their differences. Empathy is also a powerful tool in conflicts. By genuinely listening to the other side, you can find creative and mutually beneficial solutions. Practice. In your next difficult conversation, practice listening without interrupting and try repeating what the other person said to make sure you understand. Ask yourself, how would I feel if I were in her shoes? Using first-person statements, I feel, I think, helps avoid accusations and promotes more respectful dialogue. Viola Davis is a shining example. In interviews and speeches, she frequently uses statements such as, I believe everyone deserves equal opportunities, showing firmness without being defensive. In the film Spider-Man, Far From Home, Peter Parker needs to explain his feelings and concerns to his friends. Instead of blaming others, he uses language based on his own emotions, which helps build trust. Practice. The next time you feel uncomfortable, rephrase your response. Instead of saying, you never listen to me, try, I feel ignored when I try to explain something and get no attention. This creates openness to resolve the issue without creating tension. Being direct is essential for assertiveness, as it reduces misunderstandings and shows confidence. People are often afraid to be objective because they fear appearing rude. However, being direct does not mean being insensitive. It is possible to be clear and respectful at the same time. Think of Oprah Winfrey, a communicator who became an icon for her ability to address complex issues honestly and clearly. During interviews, Oprah doesn't hesitate to ask direct questions, but she always does so with respect and empathy. In the film The Social Network, Mark Zuckerberg, played by Jesse Eisenberg, exemplifies the impact of being direct in laying out his clear vision for Facebook, even though his approach sometimes fails to consider the feelings of others. Practice. Choose a situation where you need to express an opinion or make a request. Write down what you want to say and revise to make it concise. For example, instead of, I was wondering if maybe you could help me, but only if it wouldn't be a bother. Try, I need help with this project. Can you collaborate? Generalizations, such as, you always do this, or you never listen to me, can create barriers in communication. They often provoke defensiveness, making it difficult to solve problems. Instead, focus on specific facts and describe the impact of the situation. Singer Taylor Swift avoids generalizations when dealing with criticism and conflicts. She often addresses issues in detail and specifically, as in her speech on copyright in music. In the film Question of Time, the protagonist Tim avoids generalizations in his relationships, which helps him build stronger connections with his family and girlfriend. Practice. Watch your conversations and avoid words like always and never. Replace them with concrete examples. At the last meeting, I realized that my ideas were not considered. Instead of, you never listen to me. Trust is the basis of assertive communication, but it must be balanced with respect. An aggressive tone can alienate people, while a confident and respectful stance creates a positive impact. Serena Williams is a notable example. Even under pressure, she expresses her opinions firmly, but never disrespectfully. In the film Wonder Woman, Diana displays confidence when leading her team, but does so with kindness and understanding. She speaks firmly, but never in a way that puts others down. Practice. Practice your tone of voice in front of a mirror or record your speech. Make sure you are balancing trust with respect. Adjust to sound confident, but not intimidating. Breathing before responding is a simple but powerful technique to avoid impulsive reactions. When you give yourself a moment to process, you can respond more thoughtfully. Actor Tom Hiddleston, known for his calmness, mentions that he prefers to pause to think before speaking, ensuring his message is clear. In the film Viva, Miguel learns the importance of pausing and listening before making impulsive decisions that affect his family and his future. Practice. The next time you feel intense emotions, take 3 deep breaths before responding. Use this moment to reflect and organize your thoughts. Dizzer, Neo, e uma habilidade essential para proteger a seu tempo e energia. Muitas pessoas têm dificuldade com isso por medo de decepcionar os outros. Massa, Neo bem colocado pode ser dito de maneira respeitosa e assertiva. Rihanna é exemplo inspirador. Ela prioriza projetos alinhados com seus objetivos e é conhecida por recusar ofertas que não incluem sua visão. No filme como Rezar, Amar, Liz Gilbert aprende a dizer Neo para situações que não trazem felicidade ou realização, priorizando seu crescimento pessoal. Prática. Em se maneiras educadas de dizer Neo, como agredico pelo convite, mas não posso me comprometer agora. Lembra-se de que Neo firme é melhor do que sim insincero. Explaining too much can weaken your message and make you feel insecure. Instead, keep your answers simple and direct. Actress Emma Watson is known for her clear answers in interviews, communicating her point without excessive justification. In the film The Godfather, Don Vito Corleone rarely explains his actions in detail, but his confident stance makes others respect his decisions. Practice. When you feel like overly justifying a decision, stop and reflect. Is my message clear yet? Reduce your explanation to the essentials. Explaining too much can weaken your message and make you feel insecure. Instead, keep your answers simple and direct. Actress Emma Watson is known for her clear answers in interviews, communicating her point without excessive justification. In the film The Godfather, Don Vito Corleone rarely explains his actions in detail, but his confident stance makes others respect his decisions. Practice. When you feel like overly justifying a decision, stop and reflect. Is my message clear yet? Reduce your explanation to the essentials. Maintaining eye contact conveys security and confidence, while also demonstrating that you are engaged in the conversation. A classic example is Oprah Winfrey, who always uses eye contact in her interviews, showing authenticity and full attention to the interview. In 12 Angry Oceans, juror number 8 uses eye contact to challenge the group and ensure his point of view is heard. However, it is important to balance eye contact, neither excessive to the point of being uncomfortable Practice. Practice maintaining eye contact for a few seconds during a conversation. If you feel discomfort, start with small moments and gradually increase until you feel more comfortable. Gestures help emphasize your point and make communication clearer and more persuasive. Barack Obama is a master at using gestures naturally and effectively during speeches, adding depth to what he says. In The Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort uses exaggerated but effective gestures to express energy and win over his audience. However, it is important to avoid excessive gestures that are distracting or could be interpreted as aggressive. Practice. Record yourself in an important conversation and analyze your gestures. Identify whether they complement your words or whether they are distracting. Adjust as needed. Active listening is essential for assertive communication. Priyanka Chopra Jonas frequently stresses the importance of listening before responding, something she practices in her discussions on social issues and equality. In the film Patch Adams, the protagonist listens deeply to patients before interacting with them, which transforms his relationships and leads him to help more effectively. Practice. Before responding in a conversation, mentally repeat what the other person said. This helps ensure you understand correctly before reacting. Rephrasing what the other person said not only confirms that you understood, but also shows respect. Shonda Rhimes, creator of series such as Grey's Anatomy, uses the technique of restating ideas during meetings, which improves alignment and avoids misunderstandings. In Finding Forrester, the protagonist William repeats Jamal's ideas, showing that he clearly understands. Practice. When someone finishes speaking, rewrite what you understood and ask, "Is this correct?" This helps avoid misunderstandings and demonstrates that you are truly listening. Simulating difficult situations helps build trust in real moments. Cristiano Ronaldo is known for training extensively, whether on the pitch or in interviews, to prepare for pressure situations. In the film The King's Speech, King George VI repeatedly practices to overcome his stutter in speeches, which transforms his communication and gives him confidence. Practice. Recreate challenging scenarios you may encounter, meetings, negotiations, etc., and practice responding to these situations in front of a mirror or on recordings. Accepting mistakes and learning from them strengthens your assertiveness. Anne Hathaway often talks about how she learned from criticism in her career, accepting her flaws and adapting. In the film Ratatouille, Remy makes mistakes, but uses these mistakes to improve and perfect his talent in the kitchen. Practice. When you make a mistake, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And then apply the lessons next time. Remaining calm in debates and confrontations is essential to resolving conflicts without worsening the situation. Keanu Reeves avoids heated discussions and maintains a diplomatic stance. In the film In the Name of the King, Ray Liotta uses patience and calm to avoid confrontations and resolve issues more efficiently. Practice. When faced with a tense situation, stop and count to 10 before responding. This helps to avoid impulsive reactions and maintain rationality. Busker Soluco's Que beneficiem ambas, as parties promove colaboração e respeito mútuo. Bill Gates enfatiza o trabalho em equipe e busca por consenso em seus negócios e projetos filantrópicos. No filme Zootopia, Judy Hopps e Nick Wilde trabalham juntos para resolver o caso, demonstrando como a colaboração pode durar soluções eficazes. Seeking solutions that benefit both parties promotes collaboration and mutual respect. Bill Gates emphasizes teamwork and the search for consensus in his business and philanthropic projects. In the film Zootopia, Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde work together to solve the case, demonstrating how collaboration can generate effective solutions. Practice. In conflicts, ask, what is the solution that benefits everyone? Seek compromises that meet the needs of all parties. Self-confidence is the foundation of assertiveness. Viola Davis frequently discusses how she worked on her self-esteem to become a confident woman and professional. In the film Beyond the Stars, Octavia Spencer's character deals with challenges with determination, while strengthening her self-confidence along the journey. Practice. Identify and write down your achievements and qualities. Celebrate small achievements daily